Yes, 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 yes. And we're back again. Yes, 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 yes. I out. Why my mic is not moving? Hopefully it's on. Let me test it. Hold on, man. Let me test this mic. Make sure it's on. Audio, audio, audio. All right, we on. I don't know why it's not coming up, but let's get into it, man. All right. What's going on out there, my beautiful brothers and sisters of this world that we live in? I already know it's hard, man. It's hard, right? It's hard out here dealing with everything, right? So a lot of us are going through hard times. We're going through hard situations. And I'm here to tell you that I am too, right? There's no difference. No matter how blessed we are, no matter what situation we in, we all going through hard times around this time just because I think God is telling us we have to become stronger with our character, with who we are, and who we like, and what we do as people. So that's why I named this. Um, we need change, and we need answers. No, we need help. My bad. We need help, man, and we need answers. So this live right here is basically just talking about a situation that happened to me on Tuesday, and it was a crazy situation, but it works out for the best. So basically, I'm getting in an Uber heading to a location that I normally do business at, right? So I head to this location kind of all the time. And once I got in our car, I knew everything was good. But as we were driving, I was hearing like a little, just like something just kept just thumping. It was just like as we ride, and all you heard was do 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 do. I'm like, what is this? So she asked me at like a red light, and she was like, can you get out and just see if my tire's flat on that side? And I'm like, all right. So it's a red light, so it's not like I can get out, look at the trim in the tire, analyze it, try to hear if it has a hole in it or where, because we got a red light, so it's like it's gonna turn green, and you got cars, you're in traffic, so it's like you're gonna have to go when it goes. So I step out, I make sure I'm looking like I feel like everything's good. I don't see any flatness, and you know what I'm saying? They look good. So I hop back in the vehicle because the light turned green. So boom, light turned green. I hop back in, and we're heading out, right? Heading out toward this location. As we're driving, and she's like, I just keep hearing this sound, keep hearing this sound. It's crazy because not even crazy, bro. This is all God. God basically told me, he was like, look, you're gonna have to fix this tire. This is what you got to do today. You know what I'm saying? So as I was driving, even in my head, I'm like, dang, what if I got to fix her tire? Right. So we're probably like 10 minutes away from the location I was at, right? And once I and trust me, once I get to this location, I'm looking at about $250 being able to be made, right? In a matter of an hour, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, it's easy money today. Let's knock this out. So we're driving, and all you hear is boop, 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 blah. I'm like, dang, did she run over something? And we driving, but you don't really feel nothing. Like the air in the tire, it takes time for that jump to really just go out. So we're driving, we're driving, we're driving. Then she comes to a stop. Then once we come to that stop, then we feel like the weight of the tire just like do do do. I'm like, oh yeah, it's all the way flat. But I already knew in my head, I'm like, yeah, I gotta fix this tire, right? So she pulls into this location, and the location is cool and all, but it's just like it's kind of slanted down like that. Hold on. Let me. Let me. Whew. But anyway, it's slanted. And if like when you're, putting on the donut and taking off the tire, that it needs to be on flat terrain. Because if it's slanted, the little stand, and I don't even like these stands, bro. I don't even know why they use these stands to have like in these cars. Like, bro, the stands are terrible, it's trash. And then like I'm analyzing like the tire situation. So I'm looking up under the car because you have to find that right sweet spot to put the little, I don't even know what it's called, but basically like the I want to say like the jack stand that all those cars use that you got to twirl up and it pushes up like that. So I'm looking up on her car and it's a lot of places where it goes, but a lot of those areas are bent. Like someone already tried to do the tire, and I feel like she probably has ran through a lot of messed up tires. You know what I'm saying? Just by looking at the situation. So I have to get this tire, but it's slanted on the hill. But I try to do it anyway. And while I was doing it, and then the tools that I had, it was just difficult. Like it was like a tool that was like a hook, then it came out, then it went down like that, and it came out. It was just crazy. And I'm like, bro, how do you twirl this and use this to like hurry up the process? So basically, it was just like I had bad tools, not bad tools, but I had difficult tools try to get this job done. So I don't lift this car up. Now, like the actual like I forgot what it's called, but basically like the lift to lift the car up is like tilting like that. And I'm like, oh, if I keep pushing this car, it's gonna tilt and it's gonna fall, and then the car is gonna fall, and it's probably gonna damage something else. So I had to roll it back down. And I was like, is it where I placed it wrong, or is it a place where I can place it in a right place and give it that balance? So I do it again and it start tilting. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. So I roll it back down. I'm like, all right, so business, just give me the keys. I gotta get it off this slanted incline. It wasn't a steep incline like that either, but I had to get it to a place where it was super flat. So I had to step back, look at the terrain. I was like, I gotta drive up here a little bit. So I drove up there and I went more towards the street because she was kind of more towards more concrete because she was kind of by like some rub, some flour, some dirt. So it was just like I'm all in this trying to get it done. You know, I got dreads, so my dreads all in the flowers and stuff. So I'm trying to throw them back and not get it in the dirt. So I was just like, all right, let me just drive it over here. So me hopping out this car thinking it's going to take like 30, 45. Now we looking at about an hour and some change. And so she pulls it up. I end up like lifting a tire up, right? And then this tire, man, it's bald, has no tread. And I'm like, bro, this junk was meant to, go out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was gonna go out regardless. Even probably about a couple of days. It's too bald. It has no tread. And she was basically saying like, before I came and picked you up, I hit something, but I didn't know what was going on or the ditch or whatever. Da 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 da. And I'm like, it's all good. Like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say we need help and we need answers. So this situation right here, I could have just said, nah, I ain't doing this. I'm finna catch another Uber. You need to find me another Uber. I'm getting out of here. I got money to make. I can't do this. Da 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 da. So that could have been my situation. And I could have ran away from helping her. I could have ran away. But again, if I'm on live talking about we need help and we need answers, I am the help, right? And you know what's crazy? Before I even helped her out with a tire, right? My homeboy Jonathan posted this on his IG page, and it's First John chapter 3, right? And it says, "Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other," right? So let's not just be out here talking about, yeah, I love you, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we 100, we twin. You know what I'm saying? I got your back. We slap, we slime. Like you saying all this stuff, right? And in this John chapter 3, let me finish reading it. It says, "Dear children, let us not merely say we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions," right? Our actions will show that we belong to the truth. So we will be confident when we stand before God. So John is telling people, yeah, you say you about it, but we have seen no action, right? So you might have people in your life that say they love you or say they by your side or say they finna help you, or we gonna build up this business, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. But without action, you're just talking. And that's what John is saying. Like, don't talk about it, be about it. Have that action. If you're preaching that we need help, we need answers out here, you got to start helping. You got to start giving out answers. So it was just God on me calling me to like actually help, be in a position to help. Because kid you not, this is why this is a testimony. Kid you not, I never been in a position to help people, right? I never been in a position to just be like one on one, like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? Like I gotta do this. Or people coming up to me asking me like, hey bro, can you give me a favor? Can you help out? Can you do so? It's just things like that that God are throwing my way and I'm seeing. and I have to help. I have to show love of God to be in these situations, in these positions to actually help. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm telling you. Like, this was my testimony. This will happen. So I put the tire on. Everything's good. The donut, put the tire in there. And, we just having a little conversation. She was just like, "Thank you so much. Glad that you can help me out. Bless your heart." And I was like, "Yeah, man. I'm just doing the work of God because He already told me I had to fix this tire. It's no problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm not frustrated. I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good, right? But while I was talking to her, right? Because at this point I got to bring in God. You know what I'm saying? Because this the only way it happens. So at this point I'm talking to her, and we're having this conversation, and not to say she's ungrateful. I feel like I would say I want to say she's ungrateful, but to me, it just didn't feel right after I did it, right? I was like, yeah, I did it. Why do I not? You know what I'm saying? Like, me and myself, I'm like, why do I not feel better? Like, yeah, I did something for God. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was like she was picking at what I did. Cause the conversation, it went from us talking about like the God and me doing, the work of the Lord, to the point where she basically was talking about Uber. And she was like, yeah, I like it, and it's cool, and I'm glad you fixed my tire. And then she said something like, now I'm scared, and I'm not gonna, I'm done for the day, da da da, this and that and that and that. And I was just looking at it like, bro, that's fear. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get rid of fear. We gotta get rid of like being scared to keep going and doing something just because we got a little hiccup. Like, bro, you got a spare, what I mean? You got a spare now. Like, bro, you can easily go find you a used tire for $45 or $50, throw it on there and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? This don't have to shut down your whole day. So I'm looking at that situation like, dang, we got to be stronger as people, right? But then she hits me with, and she was like, yeah, so I like Uber, but they don't really pay that good, just because like I'm taking you all the way out here and now I don't have nothing coming back. So it's like I basically wasted money and wasted time. And I'm like, bro, God just blessed you today with my help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have literally left you stranded and slid on you, and you just been out there dealing with it on your own, calling whoever your insurance company was to come out and fix your tire, or calling the team to come fix your tire. Like, this is a whole situation that can go down. But me, as I walk in the faith of God and pray and just talk about it and just be about it, it's just like, people are humans, right? We gonna make mistakes. We gonna do a lot of things, and we might not even see the blessing in our lives, and we complain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just still talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Just taking it all in, and it's just like, wow, like, bro, you really been blessed today. Like, you should be grateful. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like seeing that. That's why I say we definitely need help out here, and we need answers. We need a lot of help, because it's like I tell you, man, it's hard times out here. Everybody's going through some crazy stuff, and it's about to be a financial shift and change. And every time there's a system change or a new system, there's gonna be people that get rich, and there's gonna be people that become broke. That's just how systems work. Like, education, school system. The people that are employees are broke. The ones that control it are rich. That's just how systems work, right? So it's hard times, and it's going to get harder. You know what I'm saying? So stay in the faith, stay prayed up, stay blessed, right? And my testimony is not done. So after she drops me off, um, the business I was supposed to do, he was like, you know what, let's just reschedule, man. It's not gonna make, because I'm texting him like, yeah, man, I had to fix the tire on the Uber. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna be behind. Da da da. I'll probably get there by 6, right? Because the appointment started supposed to be at 4. So he just said, let's reschedule. And I'm like, you know what? It's all good. Bump it. You know what I mean? Let's reschedule. Let's do it. So basically, excuse me, I caught an Uber from basically where I got dropped off at again. So it's basically like, hopped out of Uber, and 5 minutes later I called another one. So I hop in his Uber, and basically, everything's good. I get home safe and sound. But he ended up hitting me like, yeah, man, have a blessed day. Um, you know what I mean, appreciate you for, being patient, because he basically was dropping somebody off and picking me up too. So, and I was just telling him like, yeah, man, I'll be out here, we be detailing just stuff like this. He's like, oh, you detail like cars? He's like, bro, why you being tell me this, da 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 da? And I was like, bro, you had like a whole conversation on the phone. You were playing music, you were vibing. Like, I knew my time was gonna come where we were gonna have a conversation. I just don't force conversation on anybody, because you might not want to talk that day. You might not be in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up talking to him. He was like, yeah, man, we gotta he was like, we gotta like limo based like service, right? With a whole bunch of vehicles where they take people around, they drive them around and stuff like that. Cause he's in Uber. So he was like, get my number, bro. We can communicate, contact. So it went from me helping someone, from me making a connection, right? So that was cool as well. So I hopped out the car like, that's a blessing. Like, even if he don't call me or anything happens, it's still a connection I made, to a point where, God is still looking out, right? So I end up sliding, going to like Chick-fil-A, eating. Then I'm walking back, you know what I'm saying? Just walking back to the crib, and I run into another guy, right? And this guy, he's just asking for $1.60 to catch a martyr, right? He's like, man, he asked this one dude, I didn't know what he was doing, because he was just riding his bike. I don't know if he needed directions or what, but he pulled up on me next, like, hey man, you can do me a favor? And I'm like, no, I can't do you a favor, because that could be anything. Like, hey, I need you to go in here and can you say you me? And I mean, it can be any type of slick thing situation, dealing with man, they can be deceived. So like they can deceive you and try to put you in a situation where you end up getting in trouble or anything. So me, I'm cautious. I'm like, nah, I can't do you a favor, but I can help depending on what your situation is. You know what I'm saying? So basically he was like, yeah, man, I just need $1.60 to get a breeze car to catch it. So I ended up giving him like $5 or something like that. I don't know. It was just some ones in my pocket. I ended up giving him some money and just blessing him too. So that, me telling you that, is God talking to me, telling me that I'm in a position to help people. And I never ever thought that I would be in this position. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, all right, to really help people, you got to be wealthy. You got to be buying people houses, cars. What I mean, supplying them food, doing all this. Is like, it's really the wealthy people like responsibility to really just give back and help and push everything, right? So that's what I was thinking was the situation. But at the end of the day, that wasn't the situation. The situation is we all can help, right? We all can help. And it's no telling how big you are, how small you are, bro. You can help somebody today. You know what I'm saying? So that's my message to you all. That's what I have to say about my testimony today. Man, if you in a position to help someone, man. No matter how hard it is or how difficult they are, do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Do it for God. Like, while you helping them, just be like, man, God, I'm doing this for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, to help your kingdom, to bless our people. Because you got to realize, man, everybody doesn't have a good heart. That's why, we going to war here. We don't like this country. We trying to take this, we trying to do that. Like, the world is evil and corrupt, man. Like, man is corrupt, is evil. It'll deceive you. You know what I'm saying? Like Adam, we're born into sin, man. The man bit from the tree, you know what I'm saying? From the forbidden tree. So sin is in us, evil is in us. It's just, will you let that take your mindset and how you do things over, or will you let love take over your mindset and your heart, and will you help other people? And it's not just you giving out money or doing it, bro. It can be a action, a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might need a pencil or a pen to write something down, don't have one day, and you supply them with one. You know what I'm saying? That's helping. You know what I'm saying? So don't look at help as something extraordinary like I did. Look at help as like, it's simple, it's easy. So it's like, if we all just lend a hand and give out help, we good. You know what I'm saying? We're good. And basically, that's just my testimony for the day, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest and just tell you guys like the situation I was in and how God was able to use me to help two people, and it's a blessing. And the thing about that is, man, I feel like what God is telling me is like, when you start helping more people, more blessings and everything will come your way. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't saying like our generation, as you think like, yeah, as soon as I bless them, I need a blessing back, or I need money back, or I need this back. Like, we want quick and fast results as soon as we put in, or as soon as we get done submitting whatever we doing. We want that result right back immediately, because that's how we live. But God doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? He's patient. He's building you up for the right timing, because when he blesses you, he wants the blessing to last for generations, not, oh, you a one hit wonder and you made a track and it lasts for 2 years and now you off the scene. We don't know who you are no more. Nah, he don't want that for you. He wants longevity. He wants you to be like McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? To the point where people know you and they just can see the golden M. They don't even have to say McDonald's. People know it's McDonald's because those golden arches. You know what I'm saying? You come off the highway, you see those yellow M's, you know it's McDonald's. So that's how he wants your life to be. He wants you to be known for generations, your family to be good for generations. Like when you pass away and you die, man, he wants, what I mean, your kids to be great. You know what I'm saying? To the point where everybody just knows your generation and know you from what you did. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in today. I had a testimony I wanted to get off my heart, wanted to talk to you guys about it. Man, it's crazy, man, and it's wild out here. You know what I'm saying? And God is working. So stay faithful, stay disciplined, stay locked in, man, because it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Sin, all is gonna come your way. You know what I'm saying? Distraction is gonna come your way, sin's gonna come your way, all type of evil is gonna come your way. But it's up to you to fight against it and stay loving with a strong, positive heart, man, and stay positive and stay like knowledgeable, stay listening, stay patient, stay slow to anger, and just respond in an amazing way. Like you don't have to go off on everybody, or talk junk or cuss everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Like calm yourself, because what you're doing now is preparing for the future when you're working on your character and your personal self now. Because if you've changed even a little bit, like 5 years from now you're a whole different person, you're on a great path. Just continue. You know what I'm saying? So stay being positive, man. Stay being in the favor of the Lord. Stay praying. Just stay blessed out there, man. I love you all. And again, if anybody out there is great with the Wix, hit me up, man. I need to revamp and try to redo my whole website. I need some new ideas. I need some new thinkers around me. I need some new business partners. I need some people that are really, ready to tap in and go to a whole nother level. So contact me if you're good at Wix or just making websites, period. Contact me if you just need any help with just something simple, easy, man. I'm here to help, man. That's my whole position and situation now, man. I'm just here to help. So I appreciate you all for this live. It was just some quick little testimony I had to get off. I'll definitely be back talking about something else, something that's gonna happen in this world, and I go on more in debt, and I just have my plan out, have my information, have everything ready for you all. But yeah, today was just a testimony about helping, that you might be in a position to help and you need to help. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to throw it off on anybody else or anything else. It's literally you, and God wants you to help. He wants you to show love. He wants you to do these things so he can get the glory, and people will know that God is still out here working. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Peace out. Another live to come. We're gonna keep pushing them. Appreciate you all. Stay blessed, and I love you all.